Well, I think the first thing is to celebrate those practices that do create the kind of environment we're talking about, where learning is meaningful, where service is part of that. So if you look at things like service learning, project-based learning, engaged learning, and as all of you know, as you walk down a school corridor, you can touch, feel, sense that there's certain things happening in certain classes. So there's certain places where things are, the environment might be chaotic, but there's learning going on. And I think that sometimes what we err is a conformity climate as opposed to one that's freeing and liberating. And so to me, what we need to do is start where things are working in our schools. Where are times when people outside of schools feel engaged? Is it during sporting events? Is it during parent-teacher? And then how do we expand those? And then to look at what policies support that expansion. And then third is that what professional development needs to occur for education leaders, for school board members, for parents, for community members, for students, as well as teachers. I think oftentimes we think about professional development a little bit for leaders and a lot for teachers. But if we're really talking about a school climate that's inclusive of all stakeholders, do we train our community members about how to be good volunteers? Do we train our parents about how to be effective supporters of our work? And it seems like what we do in schools a lot is engage people. We open the door, but then we accept their contribution as we can, as opposed to being more intentional around that. So I would love to see policies around as our constituents join in the school environment, is there's a training that goes on. And that might sound prohibitive or might sound kind of condescending. Of course they know what a school is going. Well, a school in 2009 is very different than a school in 2008 or 1964 when I went to school. And so to give people a sense of comfort, and to give them an expectation of what their contribution is, and to honor their work. So I think policies that not just guide pedagogy, teaching and learning strategies, but also that define the responsibilities that the community has, and that's internal as well as external. Again, the bus driver example, the cafeteria workers, the janitorial staff, and others. So that it's not just students and teachers and education leaders that are responsible for a climate, but the climate is every stakeholder's responsibility.